It's a showdown between two of the premier teams in the West. The talented Timberwolves have struggled of late, but have played their best basketball against top teams. The Suns are the hottest team in the league. They've won 22 of their last 24 and have the best record in the NBA. Wolves and Suns go head-to-head next on FSN North. Tonight, live from Target Center, the Timberwolves turn their attention to the phenomenal Phoenix Suns, who currently sit at the NBA Summit. There are a variety of reasons for the Suns' success, including the emergence of Amari Stoudemire, coming off a career-high 50-point performance Sunday against Portland. Amari's amazing, but he has not reached Kevin Garnett's level yet. KG continues to perform at his peak every night, and there is no doubt the big ticket will be ready to eclipse the Suns here tonight. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Jim Peterson, I'm Tom Hanneman. Great to have you with us for what figures to be a very entertaining night. After dropping 4 of their last 5 games, the Timberwolves have a chance to get back on track against the best team in basketball, and in doing so, make a statement, much the way they did on December 3rd in beating the Suns in Phoenix. Phoenix has been the surprise of the NBA so far, Pete. They have a ton of talent, including amazing Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, you know, amazing, no question about it. And when you think about how well they played, Tom, the Suns and the Sonics, they have been really a surprise. And this guy is no surprise to me because I saw him play his rookie year and thought he was going to be tremendous. And he was against the Portland Trail Blazers. 50 points for Amari Stoudemire. They move him all over the floor, not just in the low block. He can shoot jump shots, the mid-range jump shooter, also a better free thrower. He'll be matched up with Kevin Garnett. And last ball game in Phoenix, Kevin Garnett did a nice job of frustrating Amari Stoudemire inside. Amari did have 38 his rookie year against Garnett. Kevin still remembers that, but last ball game, Kevin and Eddie Griffin did a nice job against Amari Stoudemire inside. Another great matchup is also Sam Cassell and Steve Nash. And with Sam Cassell, he had a great ball game in Phoenix last ball game. 11 of his 19 points in the fourth quarter. Another big fourth quarter for Sam Cassell. When you're playing against Steve Nash, it's going to be important for Sam Cassell to get back on defense, get his head on a swivel, because Steve Nash is coming. He is coming at you. Pick and roll game all over the floor. They find different ways to get into pick and roll. Steve Nash is so crafty, Tom, in transition. Best layup shooter in the NBA right now. He has replaced John Stockton in that regard. Great mid-range jump shooter, can shoot the three. He is a nightmare and perhaps the NBA's MVP right now.
Well, like the Timberwolves, the Suns roster runs deep. Joe Johnson doesn't receive a great deal of attention. One of 5 players for Phoenix, averaging over 15 points a game. He's the subject of tonight's Chrysler scouting report.
16.7 last year, a career high. You know, Joe Johnson's a guy that's gone under the radar so far, but he's got a silky smooth jump shot, has 3-point range, a very versatile defender. He is really the quiet guy in this starting lineup for the Suns. He's not flashy, but he did have 30 points against the Utah Jazz. Also has a 25 and a 24-point game, so he can fill it up.
We are ready to go. The Timberwolves just one of 4 teams to beat the Suns this season. Will the Wolves get the job done again from Target Center? Here come the Suns next on FSN North.
Wally Szczerbiak has put up some big numbers lately, averaging 20 points per game in his last 8 games. Wally and the Wolves tip off shortly against the team with the best record in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns. Hi, everyone. I'm Marnie Gellner. And surely by now you've heard a lot about this Phoenix team, arguably the best team in the NBA. Now, the record speaks for itself, and it has been a record-setting season for the Suns. Here are just a couple of accomplishments. Since the Suns played Minnesota 1 month ago, they went on an 11-game win streak. They were 13-1 overall in that stretch and gained 7 games on the Wolves. And Phoenix also has won 22 of its last 24 games. That's going back to the middle of November. The Wolves, though, they've had some good games against the Pacific Division. Besides beating the Suns a month ago, Minnesota's also beaten Sacramento twice, Miami, the Clippers, the Warriors, Dallas. Well, tonight, it's a rematch against the Suns. Latrell Sprewell said it doesn't matter who the opponent is. Even with Phoenix in town, the Wolves' focus is on themselves.
It's not about anything other than trying to get on the right track for us. I mean, we can't look at who we're playing. I think if this was the worst team in the league, you know, we still have to come in with the focus that, hey, we haven't been playing well. We need to focus in on what we're doing and what we're not doing and correct those things.
free, and the Wolves will have to slow down Sean Marion, averaging 19 points per game. This should be a good one. Tip-off coming up on FSN North.
Minnesota Timberwolves basketball on FSN North is presented by Treasure Island Resort and Casino, located just miles south of Hastings. We're closer than you think. By your local Northland Ford dealer. By Menards. Save big money at Menards. And by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. Kevin Garnett, the reigning MVP, had a chance before the game to chat with, among others, maybe next season's or this season's MVP, Steve Nash. Let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup, brought to you by your Northland Ford dealers. Richardson, Marion, Stoudemire, Johnson, and Steve Nash, the starting five. Suns are coached by Mike D'Antoni, the Western Conference Coach of the Month for December after leading Phoenix to a 13-2 record. He has been a big part of their success. The Timberwolves starting five tonight, a change at center, Michael Olakandi, flanked by Wally, KG, Latrell, and Sam. Flipsiders has had great success against the Suns. The Wolves have won 9 of their last 10 against Phoenix, and 9 straight against the Suns here at Target Center, a streak that dates back to April 2nd of 2000. We anticipate, Pete, one of the better games of the season here at Target Center.
Absolutely. Usually it's the Sacramento Kings or the Lakers when they had Shaq and Kobe, but this one is going to be very exciting because Amari's playing so well, as is Steve Nash.
Joe Johnson's floater is good.
He's silky smooth, as I said. He's got a very nice jump shot. He's got perfect form, nice release point, and he can also shoot that runner. He's got size inside. He can guard versatile players, can guard small forwards and two guards. I like Joe Johnson's game.
Kevin Garnett moves in and knocks it down. KG, who had 30 points and 10 rebounds in the loss to Memphis. What will it take to extinguish the Suns tonight, Pete? Give us your game plan.
Well, post defense. So one thing when you watch Amari Stoudemire, he likes to go right and left, and he likes to spin back. So watch how Minnesota defends that with the point guard coming back or whoever is nearby to steal that basketball. Transition defense. Get your head on a swivel with Steve Nash. Pick and roll game's a factor, but they're coming at you big time. Also ball pressure. This team shoots the three. This is the best shooting team in the NBA. They use the three-point shot even more than Memphis did. And so this team is going to get out there, get some ball pressure, get out there and guard people. But more than anything else, Tom, you better get your head on a swivel on the defensive end, because Steve Nash is coming.
Candy has it roll out. Garnett follows and puts it down.
Steve Nash is coming, and then they've got guys that can finish too. I mean, Joe Johnson is the least of their worries, because when you got Sean Marion, who is the Matrix, he can jump out of the gym. We know Amari Stoudemire can jump out of the gym. But Quentin Richardson can follow in the back flow, shoot the three. So can Joe Johnson.
Kevin again.
What a play by Kevin Garnett.
All 6 points for Garnett.
This team, this Phoenix team, is not going to beat you on the defensive end. They're going to beat you on the offensive end, as evidenced by the 117 points they rolled on the Portland Trailblazers last ball game. Amari Stoudemire had 50 of them. Steve Nash showed you his worth. Only 6 points, 10 assists, but they still were able to get that 117 out there.
Richardson short with a three-point shot. Wally quickly up to Spree. Latrell fires away. Zerbiak with the board. Knocked away by Marion, but Wally plays all the way through. Quickly up to Stoudemire. Amari. The finger roll will not go.
And that's what I'm saying about Steve Nash. He's looking up the floor. Amari Stoudemire can run the court, so he's going to get down court quickly and try to get his points easily in transition.
Candy in a crowd. Felt he was fouled, no call.
He was fouled.
The Phoenix Suns will not surprise anyone in the NBA the rest of the season. Amari Stoudemire showing that his game has certainly come a long way from his rookie year when he was ineffective outside of 4 feet.
Well, Mike D'Antoni has realized that Amari Stoudemire can shoot that 15-footer. He's worked on his game, has Stoudemire. So you're right, Tom. He's not just that low post threat anymore.
Whoa!
Again, Kevin is on fire here, showing you that his leadership is going to snap this team out of its doldrums right now.
4 for 4 from the field. He's got 3 rebounds in the opening minutes. Michael Olakandi picks up his 2nd foul tonight. Kevin Garnett, picture perfect so far this evening.
Kevin has been good and all over the floor too. thing I was saying about post defense, not only, you know, when Stoudemire spins, is someone going to be there. Can you guard Amari Stoudemire without fouling him inside? Olo Candy gets his 2 fouls early. Mad Dog checks in right now. One thing that happened in Phoenix with Minnesota one time is that their interior presence really frustrated Stoudemire. Garnett and Eddie Griffin both did a nice job blocking the shots. They had the players back in there that stole the ball from Stoudemire when he spun to the basket. So they did a nice job with Amari Stoudemire. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Great point. Stoudemire hits them both. Candy on the bench with 2, averaging 1 foul every 6.5 minutes so far this season. Sam Cassell, who played such a large role in the victory back on December 3rd, had 11 of his 19 in the 4th quarter, and Sam sizzling early on. So much focus on the Suns' big win over Portland and Amari Stoudemire's 50 points. Stoudemire again.
When you shoot and you score 50 points, he went 20 of 27 in that ball game. You're doing some things right. He had 14 dunks in the ball game, but he also stepped out and knocked down jump shots just like that. He has really extended the range on his jump shot inside.
Wally behind the back, gets it to Garnett. Right back to Wally. Shot clock winding down under 5. KG in a crowd, rises above it, and he misses for the first time tonight. Steve Nash. He's the guy that makes the Suns go.
That herky-jerky motion, too. He comes in transition. He gives you a little stutter step, looks at your feet, and if you're backing up, he's going to rise up and shoot that jumper. He is a tremendous scorer, really a smart player all over the floor.
Sam a little too much, but Mark Mattson is there for the fresh 24. And Cassell pulls the trigger again. Ask anyone involved with this Suns team, and they say Nash has been the difference more than any other factor. Sam Cassell right up the middle, the finger roll, makes it over the rim.
Good spacing by Minnesota. Smart decision by Sam to come right up the gut. Watch out.
Amari puts it down. Stoudemire with his stuff.
Again, can you guard Amari Stoudemire without fouling? And he is going to try to tear the basket down. That's what I love about Amari Stoudemire. When he came out his rookie year, when he won the Rookie of the Year, I thought he deserved it because he's way more aggressive than Yao Ming. Not even close. The aggressiveness. Watch the way he attacks the basket. He is trying to tear that rim down each and every possession if he can.
You mentioned 14 dunks in his 50-point night. That is more than the season total of dunks for everyone on the Wolves roster short of Kevin Garnett, who has 32. That's for the season.
I'm telling you. This guy's a man amongst boys, and he's a young man himself. He's only 22.
Great ball movement leads to the open look by Wally for 3.
And Wally's just been on fire. He has been shooting the ball 57% from the floor. He has just been tremendous. And not only from 2-point range, from 3-point range as well.
Sam Cassell with his 3rd assist of the night, along with 4 points. The Wolves are focused for this one, no question about it. And you better be against a team that is averaging 109 points a night.
I thought Minnesota, they had great defensive focus against Memphis. Offensively, they played great against the Grizzlies. Here at Target Center, 34 points in the first quarter, 0 assists. Flip loved what he saw in period number 1, but then the offensive mistakes started happening, the defensive breakdowns. They stopped playing defense until the last 4 minutes of the 4th quarter. I thought they played tremendous defense, and if they would have had that same kind of energy for the 2nd and 3rd quarter, that game would have been a lot different. But Minnesota coming out here right now, they're playing a pretty good defensive game. They're getting back in transition. I think this has been a fun game to watch so far.
It is a statement night for the Timberwolves, playing the best team in basketball in terms of record. Phoenix 26-4 off to the best start in their franchise's history. Kevin Garnett try to stop that one. Impossible. Wolves lead is 4. Quentin Richardson, who knocked down 9 trays the other night, has his first of the night. 9 3-point shots, tied a Suns franchise record. He shot it against New Orleans just a week ago.
He is to the perimeter what Amari Stoudemire is inside. Mad Dog, they left him free. They dared Mad Dog to shoot the 15-footer. He always takes up that space by putting the ball on the floor. Knocks down the jump hook off the glass.
Phoenix has made 5 straight from the field. Marion. Uncanny. Another three-point shot. Phoenix, the second most accurate three-point shooting team in the NBA. 38.4%. And as Pete talked about, they take more and make more than anyone in the league right now.
That's right. Number 1 scoring team in the NBA. Number 2 in field goal percentage. Number 2 in three-point field goal percentage.
Wally launches short.
Minnesota
Timberwolves ball.
Doing a nice job in the offensive glass. Up 7-3 on the glass, and Mad Dog doing his thing inside.
Wild pace. You're watching Timberwolves basketball on FSN North. Your home for Wolves basketball all season long. This week, the NFC playoffs on Fox begin when the Vikings head to Lambeau to take on Brett Favre and the Packers. The NFC wildcard begins with America's #1 pregame show Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific in Fox Sports High Definition only on Fox.
Please shock the world. Shock the world, Vikings, and beat those Packers. What do you think, Kenny?
Hey, it can happen. 2 great games. Both 34-31 decisions on Ryan Longwell field goals in the closing seconds.
I was there at Metrodome on Christmas Eve.
Sam Cassell is off to a terrific start tonight. 6 points and 3 assists in 7 minutes.
Phoenix didn't get off to a good start, but they've been good ever since then. 1 of 5 to start with.
Oh! Goaltending, they'll call it.
My goodness.
But Garnett got up there to knock it away.
Yeah, Minnesota, I think, excuse me, Phoenix started 1 of 5 from the floor. They've gone 7 of 7 since then. Let's look at the blocking. Is Kevin getting on the way up? No, it's coming down. Good call by the official.
Sets a tone, though, I think, for Kevin to be in that emphatic with a block.
That is a horrible call right there. Good call by the official on the block by Kevin, but a bad call here. All Wally's doing is setting a back screen on Nash. Nash runs into it. Wally ends up falling down, and he gets called for the foul.
Both teams with 1 turnover so far tonight as we look at it again.
Let's see the back screen on Nash. Where's the foul? I mean, Wally didn't move. It's a solid screen. I don't get it. And that's Wally's second personal foul, so he's got to join Michael Olave-Kennedy on the bench, who also has 2 personal fouls trying to guard Amari Stoudemire.
Wally had 14 points in the win early December against Phoenix.
And now Flip Saunders going to little chess match right now. Put Trenton Hassel on Steve Nash. Let him try to slow Steve Nash down. Trenton Hassel showing you his versatility. Of course, high school teammate of Sean Marion.
Right.
Guess which one is the all-time leading scorer at their high school?
Trenton Hassel.
Trenton Hassel's the all-time leading scorer at their high school.
Clarksville, Tennessee High School.
That's right. I knew you'd have that part of it, Tommy.
Steve Nash, 10th in the NBA at the line. Ranks in the top 17 field goal, 3-point, and free throw shooting.
You've got some cross-checking going on now. So Trenton Hassel's got to try to find Steve Nash in transition.
Jacobson, the alley-oop to Sean Marion.
Man, Steve Nash is the engine that Mike D'Antoni needed for his automobile. And he had Steph on Marbury. Steph's pretty good, but Steph's not the kind of player that you want to play with if you're a high-scoring team. Steve Nash is a distributor. He gets guys involved, and watch this pass by Steve Nash in transition. This is what I'm saying. Get back, get your head on a swivel, or if not, Sean Marion is going to fly out of the ceiling and throw one down on your head.
Phoenix has scored in 11 of their last 12 possessions. They are efficient. Those are 5 fouls. The Suns picked up their first. Nash puts it down. Steve Nash running the show. And the most surprising story in the NBA so far, the Phoenix Suns have been phenomenal. 26-4, best record. They've won 2 in a row overall, 8 straight at home, and trying to expand a road winning streak here at Target Center tonight.
example of what cross-checking is, Tom, something you don't want on offense. Here's Quentin Richardson. Stop the video right now. He's being guarded right now. Trenton Hassel is being guarded by Quentin Richardson. Here's Steve Nash, who's guarding Sam Cassell. He's got to find Steve Nash in transition and try to guard him. That's what cross-checking is. He's being guarded by somebody else, but he's guarding Steve Nash. Watch Steve Nash, little hesitation right here. If you pop out on him, he's going to go by you. If you don't, he lets you have it right between the eyes. Steve Nash is a master in transition.
Suns on a 16-6 run. Eddie Griffin is checked in for the Wolves. Kevin hammered as he gets the shot out and puts it away. Kevin Garnett is the battery tonight that the Wolves are charging off of. KG hammered there, but strong enough to get it to go down. Garnett already with 12 points, 6 of 8 from the field, along with 3 rebounds and an assist. Phoenix Suns go right back to work.
Minnesota shows zone now. They got to get out and cover these three-point shooters. Casey Jacobson, three-point shooter. Quentin Richardson, three-point shooter. Nash, and also Marion.
Quentin Richardson lines it up again. This time no, but Marion is there for the board. Nash directing traffic. Kicks it out to Casey Jacobson, puts it away.
That's what I'm saying. You better get out there and get a hand up. If not, they're going to let you have it.
Jacobson over the last 9 games, 56% from three-point range.
That's right.
Eddie G has a wide open look at a 3, won't go. Trenton Hassel with the offensive board. And he opens it up for Latrell Sprewell.
And that's one thing that Trenton does over Wally. Now, Wally shoots lights out, there's no question, but Trenton a better rebounder, especially on the offensive end than Zerbiak.
Nice find down low. Jacobson loses it out of bounds.
He saw that number 21 license plate coming at him, and he didn't like what he saw.
So Sprewell checks out. Fred Hoiberg is in.
Nash sits down, as does Quentin Richardson. It's going to be interesting to see who handles now for the Phoenix Suns. I was saying Joe Johnson is very versatile. Casey Jacobson can also handle.
Trenton Hassel over to Eddie G. Eddie Griffin with a nice hook.
That's what I like about Joe Johnson. I mean, he really is. He flies under the radar, does not get a lot of publicity. It's all about Marion and Stoudemire and Nash. Quentin Richardson, Joe Johnson's a guy that can get it done. He had 30 points against Utah a few games ago, also had a 25 and a 24-point game.
Jacobson takes it inside. Johnson, as we talked about, one of 5 Suns averaging 15 or more points this season for the Suns. The last time the Suns accomplished that, 71-72 season. And that group included Clem Haskins. Eddie G again, the open look for 3.
Eddie has not gotten the volume of shots that he was getting earlier in the season. He was getting the volume of three-point shots, open shots. Part of it is his playing time. Part of it is that they've been taking away the 3 from Eddie. They've been finding him earlier, and they're not leaving him open as much as they were. I think more than anything else, he does not get the same volume of shots.
Sam is fouled. Eddie Griffin's numbers have, over the last 7 games, dropped dramatically. Under 7 points, 36% from the field, and just 4 rebounds. He's come off the bench now in 26 games this season. You can save with the Timberwolves DQ meal deal Friday night when the Wolves face the 76ers. For $19, you'll get 1 upper-level game ticket, a hot dog, a small Pepsi, a box of hot tamales, and a Dairy Queen Blizzard coupon. For tickets, 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or visit Timberwolves.com. Closing in on 1 minute remaining here in the opening quarter, and it has been, as promised, a wild one. Wide open basketball. Sam pounding Johnson. Jacobson. Hit clean by Fred Hoiberg. Sam puts down the mid-range J.
I'll live and die with that shot. I'll live and die with Kevin Garnett and Sam Cassell running pick and roll, Tom. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
Boy, agreed. One of the great mid-range jump shooters in the game. Stoudemire stopped, but able to get the shot off and down.
And people compare him to Shawn Kemp, but I think he's better than Shawn Kemp. He's different than Shawn Kemp. He's longer than Shawn Kemp. He's more of a classic 4.
He is still evolving. Kevin nearly got the rebound. Last shot time for the Suns. Stephen Hunter calling for the ball. Marion gets it instead and puts it away with 1.3 remaining. And the Suns have accomplished the most points they have scored this season in the first quarter.
That was a fast 1.3. What's that all about?
And we're at home.
Who's ever running the clock right there and flip is incensed.
Phoenix Suns on fire right with the Wolves, and they have a 5-point lead after the first 12 minutes. Our chief first quarter stats demonstrate it has been a shootout in the wild, wild west. Phoenix 70% from the field and the Wolves 58%. The Suns started 1 of 5 from the field and closed the quarter 13 of 15. But the Timberwolves right there with them. Kevin Garnett and Amari Stoudemire, a star-studded matchup, and no one disappointed so far.
Well, we had it, in the open that this was going to be the marquee matchup. No surprise, and it's been everything that we thought it would be. Amari Stoudemire has been oohing and eyeing the crowd already. I think even Marnie Gilner's mother in North Dakota has been impressed with Amari Stoudemire. As Michael Thompson called her, Ma Gilner.
Kevin puts it away. Kevin Garnett has got a look in his eye tonight. And it means bad things for the Suns. Johnson runs over Troy Hudson, but T. Hud will pick up the personal. This game is personal for Kevin tonight. There is no question. We have seen his frustration. No one gives more than that man. No one. And to go through 4 losses in the last 5 games has been very tough. Stoudemire, what a soft touch.
Certainly is. He's gotten better from the free throw line as well. Even though in the game that he scored 50 points in time, he was 10 of 17. He has come to be a very good free thrower after starting out being a very poor one his first 2 years in the league.
Candy over Hunter. Marion's got the board. Sean Marion, a career high right now, over 11 rebounds a game. That's 4th best in the NBA. You have a variety of players that are putting forth career bests. Amari Stoudemire in terms of scoring, rebounding, block shots. And a lot of it starts with Steve Nash setting them up. Bo Outlaw has checked in for the Suns. Johnson hounded by Hudson. The double team tries to go cross court, taken away. Fred Hoiberg will look for options. Phoenix's 4th turnover of the night. The Wolves with just 2. The Suns commit the fewest in the NBA. T. Hud falling away. Outlaw with the board. Wolves able to beat the Suns back in December in the strength of offensive rebounding. A season high on the offensive glass. Stoudemire unstoppable.
There you see how Amari Stoudemire spins, and Freddie got there, actually got a lot of ball, and Amari Stoudemire is so strong, he still scored it.
His numbers of late have been ridiculous. Travel on Eddie Griffin.
Watch this. I mean, watch Amari Stoudemire. He goes to his right. He spins back like I said he was going to. Freddie reads it, gets there, hits the ball, and still can't stop him. He is a man inside. My goodness.
Stoudemire still will go to his right consistently, but the problem is no one can stop him. He's got the quickness to get by defenders and the power. Amari trying to blow past Candy. Jacobson finds the spot, and Eddie Griffin's got the board. Wolves down 7 early in the second quarter.
Is that going to be on Candy?
Candy picks up his 3rd tonight.
And he's just trying to get position down low. He sometimes lets his arms flail a little bit. He's not always conscious of what he's doing with his arms when he's posting up. He does get that hook foul often.
We've talked about three-point shooting. Rebounding is also a key, and was certainly for the Wolves in their win back in December. They had a season-high 59 rebounds in that game, along with 22 offensive boards, also a season high. But in the end, it was the Wolves saving their best for last down the stretch to knock out the Suns. Hudson out to Griffin. And the Wolves down to 53% from the field. Phoenix still at 67%. Jacobson has the open look. Mark Manson, a bit of hustle there, and the reward is possession for the Timberwolves. Timeout, 8:39 remaining in the first half. The Suns still on top by 7. Minnesota Timberwolves basketball on FSN North is presented by Burger King. Have it your way. And by Grand Casino. Grand Casino Mille Lacs and Grand Casino Hinckley. What's your Grand Casino story? Tonight's Menards trivia question. When was the last time Phoenix won a 7-game playoff series? As you look at Mike D'Antoni, named today Western Conference Coach of the Month for December. He has done a phenomenal job.
Well, you go from being a dummy to being smart coach pretty quick when you got good players, huh, Tom?
Well, I think he's also a great coach too. I mean, he has done a phenomenal job. He's a legend in Italy, and cut his teeth on a couple teams in the NBA before getting a great shot in Phoenix. Eddie Griffin off target again from outside. Just 1 of 5 tonight is Eddie.
Kobe Bryant wears number 8 because of Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni, the teammate of Jelly Bean Bryant, Joe Bryant, Kobe Bryant's father in Italy, and Kobe cut his teeth in Italy as a child growing up and was impacted greatly by Mike D'Antoni, who wore number 8.
And is a dual citizen of the U.S. and Italy. Only Zerbiak running down that loose ball. And he's fouled in the process.
Well, Mike D'Antoni with dual citizenship, you know, with Italy, he must be able to cook, right, Tom? You know, probably grew up eating great Italian food, probably cooks. He's cooking up a good recipe here with this team. He is really must be proud of Wally Zerbiak knocking down another jump shot.
He's cooking up something special tonight as well.
3 or 4 for Zerbiak.
Johnson answers immediately.
And just shows you, you know, they run after makes, which I'm a huge proponent of. There's no reason why you can't run after makes. And the Phoenix Suns get it inbounds quickly and up the court.
Oh, T. Hud took a shot. Matson underneath his foul. Troy Hudson ran into a brick wall, but he got the assist off. Let's look at that again. Teeth chattering, rattling. And Mad Dog is fouled underneath. Mark Manson, 56% from the line this season. Invite you to come out to Target Center this Friday, January 7th, when the Wolves battle Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers. Good seats still available. You can log on to Timberwolves.com or call 1-800-4NBA-TIX TIX to purchase your tickets.
You know, they called that St. Louis Rams team, Tom, 4 or 5 years ago, the greatest show on earth.
Turf?
On turf, on earth and on turf. This team is the greatest show on hardwood right now. They are fun to watch because they play a fun style, much like the Sacramento Kings did. Up tempo, get it up the court.
Well, the question becomes, after a very tough loss the other night to San Antonio, how long can this continue for Phoenix? I agree, they're for real. You're 30 games into the season, they are. But when it comes playoff time and you're working out of half-court sets And the action seems to slow down and get more physical. Can they continue on? Mike D'Antoni says yes.
Well, they can knock down threes, so they can stretch the defense. They've got a low post presence in Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, yeah. Finally drops ready.
Finally knocks one down. They've got great guard play.
Richardson underneath. Johnson with the rebound, and Stoudemire stuffs it.
Man, oh man, that dude is unbelievable.
He is something else. What an athlete. Troy tries to work off the window. Matson is blocked. Gets it again and puts it away. Hard work from Mark Matson. We've got a battle brewing tonight here at Target Center.
Just watch after Minnesota gets a make, how fast Phoenix gets it inbounds, and they're going to call Trenton Hassel for a block. Offensive rebounding again. Phoenix Suns on top of Minnesota rebounding wise, 14-13, and here's another one. Joe Johnson handing it off to the guy that can finish. And see if Trenton does block. And you know, Stoudemire just gets it and goes now. He's going to make the officials make a call. And he made them make a call that time, and he got it in his favor.
Last 6 games, Amari has averaged 33 points, 65% from the field. He's topped 30 points in 5 of his last 6 games. He is on a remarkable roll. Marion buries the 3.
Phoenix Suns right now 4 of 10 from outside the arc.
They're just getting warmed up.
Minnesota 3 of 7 though. They're right there with them.
Phoenix Suns, the youngest team in the NBA, trying to break through against the Wolves tonight downtown Minneapolis.
In the second quarter at Target Center, it's a 5-point lead for the Suns over the Timberwolves. Flip Saunders was asked about getting ready for these Phoenix Suns, and Flip said, you know, we don't necessarily prepare specifically for Phoenix. We prepare more for ourselves because we need to figure out what we need to do. He said this team would be a tough matchup for anyone, but we need to worry about ourselves right now. Flip also said the Wolves need to get back to the basics, do the little things right, and do them consistently. He said we need to do things well for 48 minutes, not 40 or 41 minutes. We need to get our confidence up and figure out a way to get our swagger back. And guys, a win tonight would certainly help with that.
No question about it. It would send a message. Alley-oop knocked away by Stoudemire.
Well, value each possession, and you can't throw away the basketball against the Phoenix Suns. They make you pay every time you do.
Nash draws the defense. Johnson back to Nash. Shot clock about to expire. Over to Richardson. Puts it up and down. It rattles home. Quentin Richardson. And the Suns now with their largest lead of the night.
Not a lot of ball pressure for Minnesota getting out. Got a guys getting open jump shots, and they're getting some open looks from behind the arc.
Trenton Hassel. Mark Matson loses the rebound out of bounds.
You know, Minnesota is a marked team, obviously, Tom, because of Kevin Garnett and because of the Sprewell and Cassell and all the good players they have, Zerbiak. You know, and teams have played really well against the Wolves. And when the 5 losses on the road, these teams have been stepping up. They've been looking at Minnesota as a huge challenge. They've been stepping up, and they've been getting the job done. And for the Phoenix Suns, they have been shooting the ball well. They have something to prove here as well.
Richardson right on cue again. The long ball drops for the Phoenix Suns, and Flip Saunders will call the timeout. Richardson wide open on the perimeter, and he puts it away.
Drawn kick game. This is why drawn kick game is so vital, and why you got to have guys that can put the ball on the floor. Better offensive threat. Shawn Marion puts the ball on the floor, draws the defense. He kicks it out to a spot-up shooter. Q gets the he's the beneficiary of Shawn Marion's athleticism. So that's why Nash is so good too, Tommy. because he's so good at drawing the defense, kicking it back out to perimeter shooters. And he is also another guy that can really draw and kick the defense well because he's a threat offensively. You got to get him and shut him down on pass to the basket.
Saw Suns 64% from three-point range. They've had threes on their last 3 possessions, a 9-0 run. The Wolves currently 28th in the NBA in defending the three-point shot, allowing 37%, but that number has risen to over 42 in the last 10 games. It's not getting better.
So Sam Cassell can counter by trying to post Nash. He's done that when Nash was in Dallas.
Sprewell has it stripped from behind.
Steve Nash already 10 assists in this ball game. Kevin Garnett's a double-double waiting to happen. Steve Nash is too on the assist column.
Wolves will have to work quickly. Garnett does exactly that. Kevin now has 16 points. One of 2 Timberwolves in double figures along with Sam Cassell. Steve Nash already tonight has 10 assists. Richardson for 3. A rare three-point miss. Sam Cassell brings it all the way down. Cassell now with a dozen. The Wolves back within 7 points. These guys love to shoot the 3. It's a 2-point shot. Foot on the line, but boy, they love to launch it long range, don't they?
63% from the floor.
Garnett goes down hard. And Stoudemire trying to help him up. Kevin with the thump, and you heard Mark Matson saying we got to keep those elbows down. KG admires young Amari Stoudemire, who obviously has great respect for Kevin. Amari Stoudemire. Well, you look at his numbers right now, and averaging 26.4 a night. Better than just about any superstar you can think of in his 3rd year. Let's answer tonight's Menards trivia question. When was the last time Phoenix won a 7-game playoff series? 1993, when they advanced to the NBA Finals and were defeated by Michael Jordan, Trent Tucker, and the Chicago Bulls.
Did not know that.
Nash, as we talked about, double digits in assists, leads the NBA in that category. Richardson off the window. Sam Cassell goes down hard. Johnson has the open look. Stoudemire puts it away. Amari is amazing. How high did he fly on that one? Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that dude is sick.
This kid, well, we have seen the future. And the future of the NBA is Amari Stoudemire. Flip Saunders has picked up a technical. My goodness, the power.
You know, this league is in good hands because there's some good players coming up through the ranks right now. LeBron James, obviously. LeBron could be one of the 2 or 3 best players right now in the league. Obviously, Garnett and Duncan, but LeBron's right there. I don't know that I would trade LeBron for anybody. I think you can give me anybody in the league right now for LeBron James, and then this guy right here. I mean, that is just insane. He grabbed that basketball from so far out in front of the rim and shoved that through the halo again. That's fun to watch.
Timberwolves looking to slice what is now a double-digit advantage. Wolves have played very well tonight. They turn it over there, the travel. 2:38 remaining in the first half. Wolves firing over 50% from the field. They're still down 10. Difference in this game so far has been the Suns' 3-point shooting. They are 6 of 14 from the field so far.
I talked about ball pressure, how important it was going to be to play against the Phoenix Suns. Wolves have not gotten a lot of ball pressure, a lot of open shooters, and the Suns are making shots. Strong kick game, they're finding open shooters. Quentin Richardson, Sean Marion, Joe Johnson, Steve Nash, and of course Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire, 8 of 10 from the floor, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 19 points. Man, this team is an offensive juggernaut.
Richardson, another three-pointer. And keep in mind, the Wolves are 3 of 7 from three-point range. That's 42%. That's very solid.
The Wolves are shooting 51% from the floor. Are you kidding me? It's good.
Sprewell out on the wing. Trenton Hassel, despite catching an arm and the elbow, makes it go. Fans trying to get the Wolves a little bit closer. Stoudemire, just his second miss. He's only missed 2 shots tonight, 8 of 10 from the field. Sprewell tried to get the ball to Mark Manson, but Mad Dog not able to run it down.
7 turnovers for Minnesota to 4 for the Phoenix Suns.
Suns turn it over the fewest in the NBA, and the Wolves the 3rd fewest. 2 teams that value the basketball. We take care of it. Nash off target for 3. Hassel. I don't know whether he's trying the alley-oop to Kevin or trying to feather the ball in there, but
he thought Ticket was going to go at the rim, and it was neither at the rim nor was it to Kevin, so it was sort of in no man's land.
Close in on 1 minute remaining in the first half. Marion. Boy, Eddie Griffin was right there, hands up and everything, and Sean Marion able to put it away. Timberwolves have turned it over 6 times here in the second quarter, to just once for the Suns. KG hit hard again. Stephen Hunter this time, and Kevin Garnett absolutely getting pounded here tonight.
Let's hope Kevin didn't get kneed in the thigh and get the thigh contusion rolling either, because Stephen Hunter got him with that knee, and sometimes when you get that knee to the thigh, Tom, it can feel like you just ran into a fire hydrant. It is a painful thing to have happen to you on the floor.
Garnett leads the NBA in rebounds, 9th in scoring, 14th in assists, 8th in steals, 18th in blocks, 12th in minutes, and 29th in field goal percentage. Not a bad year. We invite you to come down to Target Center on Saturday, January 29th, for a big day of basketball action at the Gatorade Timberwolves Shootout. The day features 5 great high school games, and $10 gets you in the door. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. KG gets them both. Garnett now with 20 points, leading all scorers, but the Suns still with an 8-point advantage. Nash! And the foul.
Best layup shooter in the NBA. I mean, he's so good and finishes so strong. He can sift his way through traffic. He can split double teams. You try to shut him down on a path to the basket, he'll draw the foul and then finish on you. Look at that. I mean, that's just, he's like a magician.
Fans are not happy at all. Nash right now, for the first time in his career, shooting over 50% from the field, 52%, 7th overall in the league, and the only guard in the top 20.
Your point guard, your young point guard trying to learn this game, get videotape of Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Sam Cassell, and Mike Bibby. Those 4 guys right there, they play the game very differently, but they all have things that are very unique, and Steve Nash plays a great game. I mean, he's a guy that you can pattern your game after, how smart he is on the floor. Cassell, he has the great post-up game, has the great mid-range jump shot. Steve Nash is able to pass the basketball so well, can shoot it from the 3. Jason Kidd has the power, and Mike Bibby has a little bit of everything.
Sprewell finds a way. Closing seconds, first half here at Target Center. What an outstanding 24 minutes of basketball we have witnessed. Marion makes a move and travels. So the Wolves will have a chance to slice the lead from 9. 4.1 seconds left. Flip directing traffic. Sam Cassell will inbound. Sam finds Garnett. Kevin makes a move, takes it right up the middle, and pounds it down. Well executed. And Kevin Garnett is there to put the exclamation point on one of the more entertaining halves of basketball we have seen this season. Coming up at the half, Abra news and notes and first half highlights and stats. Timberwolves made the last 6 field goals of this half. As a result, they're down just 7 points.
What a high-scoring first half at Target Center. Phoenix leads the Timberwolves 65-58. And it was just 1 month ago yesterday, December 3rd, that the Wolves beat Phoenix in Phoenix. That was also part of a road trip where the Wolves came away with a 4-game sweep. Minnesota had a strong second half run. KG hit 11 of 25 shots. He finished with 23 points, 19 boards, 8 assists. Trenton Hassel led a solid defensive effort, and the Wolves held the Suns to 15 points below their scoring average. Sam Cassell big in the fourth quarter. He had 3 straight baskets, one of them here. 11 of his 19 points came in the fourth, and the Wolves won the game 97-93, also snapped a 9-game win streak for the Suns. Here tonight, Amari Stoudemire leads Phoenix at the half with 19 points. We'll have more halftime from Target Center after this on FSN North. A lot of points scored in the first half here at Target Center. Phoenix leads the Timberwolves 65-58, but Minnesota has had a lot of success against the Suns, winning 5 in a row against them. And plus, Phoenix has not won here at Target Center in almost 5 years. April of 2000, the last game that Phoenix won in Minneapolis. In our Abra news and notes for tonight, former Golden Gopher and Timberwolf Bobby Jackson had surgery on his wrist yesterday. He's expected to miss the rest of the season for the Kings. Phoenix coach Mike D'Antoni was named Western Conference Coach of the Month today, actually. And Miami's streak is over. Last night, Seattle beat the Heat 98-96, and that snapped a 14-game win streak for Miami. Here tonight, Steve Nash has 10 points and 12 assists at the half. Your second half is coming up on FSN North.
Halftime here at Target Center. The Suns up 65-58. Well, we felt coming in tonight that we'd have something special, and so far it's been exactly that. Fast and furious the pace, and the quality of play is top-notch.
Yeah, we said Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire matched up against Sam Cassell and Kevin Garnett. It was going to be a great matchup, but other guys have played well too. Joe Johnson's played well, Sean Marion, but this game started out as the key marquee matchup. Garnett versus Stoudemire. And Kevin got Minnesota off to a great start, and in the first half, Kevin Garnett ended up with 22 points and 5 rebounds. Amari Stoudemire was also great, but then hot shooting, 3-point shooting outside the arc for the Phoenix Suns, 6 of 17. Quentin Richardson, very good. Steve Nash setting the table. How about his line? 10 points, 12 assists, getting Sean Marion on the board right there. Minnesota scored, though, the last 6 possessions of the second quarter. Kevin Garnett punctuating the end of the second quarter with that emphatic slam dunk and hot shooting for both teams.
Our Grand Casino halftime stats, and boy, just phenomenal basketball from start to finish. And we look forward to the second half, which starts when we come back from Target Center. Minnesota Timberwolves basketball on FSN North is presented by Continental Diamond, Minnesota's premier jewelry store located in St. Louis Park, and by Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard. Tom Hanneman, Jim Peterson back courtside here at Target Center, where we're about to start the third quarter. But before we do, let's take a look at some of the scoring leaders for both teams so far tonight. Amari Stoudemire has been something special with 19 points. Marion, Richardson, and Nash also in double figures. For the Timberwolves tonight, 2 in double figures, led by Kevin Garnett. Sam Cassell has 12, and Wally Szczerbiak with 8. Let's send it over to Marnie Gellner.
Tom, talking to assistant coach Sidney Lowe, he said, hey, this is no surprise. This team has been hot all season long. And he said, we made a little run. We got back in it, but we had a couple turnovers. And more importantly, we had some missed assignments on defense, just a couple of times. But he said, plain and simple, we've got to play better defense. We can't let Phoenix keep shooting the way they did in the first half. And I asked him, well, how do you prevent missed assignments on defense? And he said, plain and simple, it's concentration and commitment. Simple as that.
All right, Marnie, thank you so much.
Knowing what's going on would help too.
Yeah, well, Phoenix
I guess
Suns
that's the concentration part.
launching a lot of long balls in that first half. Latrell Sprewell off target to begin the third quarter. Stoudemire fires away. And for Kevin Garnett, that's his 6th rebound of the night. Timberwolves a very solid half of basketball. Garnett tries to get it going. Short rebound out to Nash. He's on the move. Steve Nash got plenty of options. Picks Joe Johnson. Oh, Wally Szczerbiak turned and moved, and Mike D'Antoni said keep running with the ball to Joe Johnson, even though the ball had hit D'Antoni.
We could have had a funniest home videos moment there. We'd have gotten a little luckier, I don't know, or not wishing for that, but you never, you know, those moments are precious when they happen, aren't they?
Yes, exactly right. How did the Timberwolves beat the Suns in Phoenix back on December 3rd? Well, there were a variety of things that went right and a couple that went wrong. 3-point shooting, the Suns just 2 of 18 from the field, while the Wolves were 8 of 19. And then rebounding was a factor. The Timberwolves 59 boards, a season high. They were plus 12 in terms of rebounding. And as mentioned, they did a great job on the offensive boards with 22. Kevin Garnett had 11 of those 22. Both teams misfiring to start the second half. Johnson back to Marion. Launches another 3.
See, they just spread the court. They just spread the court. Let Amari Stoudemire work in the paint, and they just draw and kick the defense. They try to find seams. They draw the defense in to the painted area, kick it out to open jump shooters, and if that guy's covered, they just move it to the next guy on the perimeter.
Marion is 3 of 4 from long range tonight. Kevin steps inside. No. Mad Dog with the board and collides with Garnett. He goes down hard. Sprewell tries to take it to the rim, and he's stripped of the ball. The Wolves have missed their first 4 shots here in the third quarter, and Phoenix just 1 of 4 so far to start the second half. KG, boy, he has been hounded tonight.
He certainly has.
Fighting off defenders. And that upper body strength makes a difference.
Watch the draw and kick game again, how they just spread the court. Watch the perimeter. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in the perimeter. Amari Stoudemire trying to find screen roll game. They just draw and kick the defense. Move the ball, find a seam, draw the defense in Szczerbiak, find the open jump shooter, bam, knock it down. Szczerbiak's got to help Garnett there by drawing and getting in there defensively to cut off that penetration. If you don't, they just let you have it, and they are just white hot right now.
Nash with a dozen along with 12 assists. KG is working hard for every point tonight. Kevin will not give up on the ball once it is launched. And it paid dividends again that time.
You know, the draw and kick game isn't as effective if you can guard your man. And if you can play one-on-one defense, you're such a valuable defender for your team because you don't need help defense.
Richardson gets the bounce. And Quentin Richardson unable to do the fists to the head because he got pounded in the face. So he got one hand up, though. He got half of it going. Sam, tough shot for Cassell. Phoenix Suns 15-3 against the West so far this season, as they continue to jack the three-point shots. That's their 20th attempt tonight, and they have made just 7. Sam pulls the trigger again. That time it rolls out. You know, that pace was so wild in the first half, it slowed down a bit. Nash tries the teardrop. Solid defense there, but Stoudemire steals the ball. Amari into Richardson. And Mark Madsen finally comes away with it. Sprewell turns it around short. Steve Nash spinning in the lane. Kicks it out from the corner. Stoudemire.
You see how, Tom, he got right to the rim and realized he had shot blockers collapsing on him and then zipped right out to the corner to the wide open jump shooter.
Amari Stoudemire now with 21 points. And the Suns are 10-1 this season when Amari scores 30 or more. Suns by 10 here in the third quarter. During every Timberwolves broadcast, we take a question from you, the fans. If you have a question for Jim or me, send us an email at carsoup.com/Timberwolves. Pete, you ready? Tonight's question comes from Eric S. from South Dakota, and he asks, why don't the Timberwolves go back to the starting lineup from last year that produced the most wins in franchise history?
That guy right there, and that's what I called for a while back. And just because I think Trenton is a nice fit with Cassell and Sprewell, doesn't demand the basketball. Irvin Johnson plays the right way, gives you consistency. Mad Dog's a little bit too small sometimes. He can play in this lineup because they aren't so big, but Trenton's a supreme defender, a lockdown defender, can guard anybody on the floor. Irvin gives you a guy who's not going to make mistakes on the floor, who will be a coach in this league. Oluwakandi's been up and down. The thing about it, though, is Szczerbiak has played so great. How do you take him out of the starting lineup? Michael Oluwakandi is the guy you're paying the money. You need him to play. You try to get him some minutes and see if he's going to flip the switch on. So,
it should be noted as well, Pete, that Wally Szczerbiak did go to Flip Saunders and volunteer his starting spot.
Yes, he did.
What says a lot about Wally is he's heard the same thing. Fans trying to figure out what's wrong with the team. How do you fix it? And Wally said, hey, if it'll make things better, I'll come off the bench.
That's right.
Team player.
Absolutely, no question about it. And but the thing is, though, Flip says, you know, how can I take this guy who's really improved defensively, who shot the ball so well, how can I take him out of my starting lineup who's been so valuable? It's hard to argue with it. You know, I mean, it's
absolutely right.
The thing about it, though, and one of the reasons why Wally, I think, you know, said okay, not only because he's a team player.
Oh my goodness, Stoudemire between the legs threw the ball off of Wally Szczerbiak.
I think they're saying he was already out of bounds even before he threw it off of Szczerbiak.
That's what Wally's saying. Let's take a look at it. I don't know.
It went off right his leg. It went off his leg when he was out of bounds. It did bounce off Szczerbiak, but it went off Amari Stoudemire as he was standing out of bounds. That's a horrible call.
Well, it doesn't pay off that time. Poetic justice. Kevin in a crowd, isn't he always? And Garnett hustling down court after that make. Kevin Garnett beat everyone down court that time. Stoudemire stuffed by Kevin after Mark Madsen went down hard.
Well, you'd think Leroy Richardson, as you see,
our former governor is here.
I bet there's not a former governor in the United States of America that looks like that. Mad Dog, I thought, got there in time. Obviously outside the arc, should have got the call.
Timberwolves Fast Break Foundation and American Family Insurance are proud to partner for the Heroes in the Making program. The program honors individuals who made an overwhelming impact on the lives of others. For more info on the program, visit Timberwolves.com.
Stoudemire goes 1 of 2. First shot he's missed from the line tonight. 4 of 5 from the line. 22 points on 9 of 12 shooting.
Suns firing 91% from the line. Zerbiak for 3. Wally Zerbiak, who's been the Timberwolves' top scorer in 4 of the last 8 games. And he's been particularly hot here at home. 62% from the field in his last 4 games at home, along with 26 points and 6 rebounds. Pretty impressive numbers.
Only 5 shot attempts for Zerbiak so far in the ball game.
Sprewell knocks the ball off his foot out of bounds.
Only 2 players from Minnesota in double figures. Cassell with 14, Garnett with 29 on 12 of 19 shooting. Kevin 5 of 7 from the line. 8 rebounds as well. Only 1 assist for Garnett.
Nash back to Richardson. Bombs away for Quentin Richardson.
There he got both hands up on his forehead that time. Q, he's doing a nice job in this ball game. 16 points for Q and 5 of 17.
23 3-point shots so far tonight for the Suns. Nice feed up to Marion, and he was caught by Sam Cassell in midair, and Sean Marion went down very hard. Happy to see he's all right. And Sam trying to argue his case.
Trying to get his arm right here. He's trying to just hit his arm, and Sean Marion gets up in the air so high he's going to go down. It's okay though. Sam's trying to say, do not give me a flagrant foul.
It's a flagrant one.
Absolutely did. Sean Marion went with the left hand to the basket that time. Sam Cassell hitting the right arm, trying to take the body that time. And they'll call that every time. If you don't make a play on the ball and you make a play to the body, Tom, they'll call that flagrant foul 1 every time.
13-point lead for the Suns, their largest tonight. Steve Nash working hard. Well, I tell you, Steve Nash, he's in the midst of an MVP type season. There is no question. As this Phoenix team started strong, people said, well, with time they'll fade. They have not faded, nor have the Wolves in this game. Sam now with 16. That snaps an 8-0 Suns run. Nash, the dish to Stephen Hunter.
Pick and roll game. Steve Nash just finds a way to sift his way through traffic and find guys down low. And even Stephen Hunter can be made to look like a star with Steve Nash on his team.
Kevin has carried the load for much of the night. Garnett backing in and throws it away that time. Nash right up the middle, drew the defense, and Hunter could not run down the ball. Was knocked away by the Wolves defense. Sam dribbling all over the place, and he puts it down.
It's the Steve Nash and Sam Cassell duel portion of this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Saudi Amari, Stoudemire, Kevin Garnett portion, and now it's this Nash-Cassell portion. Let's see if we can get the Sprewell-Richardson portion coming up here soon.
Wally for the easy 2, and Mike D'Antoni is going crazy at the other end. He wanted a foul called on the last Suns possession and did not get it. Richardson likes to shoot the long ball, doesn't he?
Fans mockingly applaud Leroy Richardson with the foul call on Casey Jacobson.
Suns will take the timeout. 3:14 remaining here in the third quarter as the Timberwolves look to snap a 2-game losing streak.
It's an 11-point lead in the third quarter at Target Center for the Phoenix Suns. And after losing 4 of their last 5 games, the Timberwolves are looking for some answers. But Latrell Sprewell thinks they don't actually need to look very far. He said everybody needs to take it upon himself and do a better job individually. That is where it starts. And then we have to carry it over as a team onto the court. And Spree also said the focus now is absolutely on defense, always contesting better in the paint. He said defense is really a tough job, but it is also the most important one. And Tom and Jim, we are seeing that here tonight.
I think sideline reporters need to look inside too, Tom, a little deeper maybe.
Great point. Eddie Griffin puts down the 3. KG and Sam collectively have fired 67% for the field tonight. The rest of the team just 37%. A 7-0 Timberwolves run. And Stoudemire stops it. Oh my goodness. This guy can pound it. Hoiberg delivers the ball down low to Kevin. KG working his way past Stephen Hunter. And KG schools him. In the corner. Marion moves it inside. Rebound to Johnson. Hunter gets it. Hard work pays off for the Suns there. Under 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. And the Wolves need to push again. Kevin in the paint is fouled. Amari Stoudemire against Kevin Garnett moments ago.
Square up, face up, show pump fake, go baseline, and then throw it on your opponent. And so this is the Kevin Garnett, Amari Stoudemire duel here, and Stephen Hunter comes to help out. Kevin takes him down low, up and under move.
2 of the best in the business, without question.
Both teams shooting the same percentage virtually right now, 53%. Minnesota 33 of 62, Phoenix 34 of 64. Difference being right now free throws, 12 of 13 for Phoenix, 9 of 12 for Minnesota, and also 3-point shooting, 8 of 24 from outside the arc for the Suns, 4 of 9 for Minnesota.
KG with 33 points, 1 rebound shy of his 27th double-double this season. Leads the NBA in that category right now. Jacobson nearly throws it away. Marion, a nice save there. And Marion gets the shot. It's a 3-pointer from the corner.
I mean, it's like Pleasantville here. Everything the Suns throw up goes in the hoop.
25 3-pointers attempted.
Wow. They're going to call an offensive foul on Kevin Garnett. Oof.
His first tonight. Memphis the other night was 10 of 24 from 3-point range, and the Suns just moved past that number in terms of attempts. Jacobson, the open look. Hoiberg, and it's taken away. Marion, and he is fouled. And that is a rarity to see Fred Hoiberg turn things over. Just his 9th turnover this season. Turns it over once every 56 minutes, and that was just great anticipation by Shawn Marion.
Got into the passing lane. Freddie just telegraphed his pass a little bit too much, and Shawn Marion can close in a hurry. He's like Deion Sanders out there with his quickness. I mean, he can really cover a lot of ground in a very short period of time, and he just snipped it out, got in the passing lane, and got paid at the other end.
Eddie Takes it inside. Well short there. Closing seconds, third quarter. Suns lead by 13. Johnson. Pounded by Trenton Hassel. 2-point shot. He had 1 foot on the line. Phoenix continues to fire away tonight here at Target Center. And their lead now the largest of the game at 15. A shooting gallery tonight here in downtown Minneapolis. Can the Wolves battle back against the team with the best record in the NBA? We'll find out. Phoenix has been phenomenal all season long, and the Suns are shining again tonight at Target Center despite a sensational game from Kevin Garnett. We welcome you back to Target Center. Final 12 minutes. Tom Hanneman, Jim Peterson, and Marnie Gellner with you tonight. It's great to have you with us. The Suns start the fourth quarter with their largest lead of the night. Phoenix, when leading after 3 quarters this season, 22-2. And the Timberwolves, when trailing after 3, are just 4-10. But the Wolves did battle back in December, down heading into the fourth quarter, to beat the Suns by a much smaller margin than we're looking at right now, but it certainly can be done. Stoudemire has shown us all night long how his game has evolved.
I mean, he just squares up and is able to shoot it without a hand in his face, though. You got to get a hand up and put him under some kind of duress. Everything the Suns do, they're doing easily. I mean, they're passing the ball effortlessly. They're able to look and see cutters. They're able to cut where they want to go. When you're playing a team like the Phoenix Suns, you got to disrupt what they're doing, make Amari Stoudemire do something else. And you surely can't just sit back and let him shoot an open shot.
Wally, we have basket interference. Eddie Griffin.
Every call just seems to go against Minnesota here. I mean, Eddie Griffin, I thought the ball was out of the cylinder there.
Well, the Suns right now